I'm Rob.
And I'm Louie.
This is the Blind Virtual Reality Review by
Barefoot Gaming.
Louie, what is Blind? What's the concept? What's the story
The
here?
story is you're in a traumatic vehicular collision with a ghost dude.
Okay, so more important than the story is the game mechanics. Now, this game keeps you not totally in the dark, but you kind of use echolocation to see everything around you.
Yes.
Everything around you is very, how would you describe it?
A sound is made, vibrations scatter across the floor or the walls or the ceiling, and you can see those vibrations for a very short amount of time.
And you can do that by picking up objects. Most objects are pick-upable.
Yes.
You can drop them, and then within a very short period of time, they give you a cane that you can tap around, and then that creates it. But if you tap too much,
you go blind.
sensory overload. Really.
Other kind of blind.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? The science is still out on that.
Everything gets really bright. It doesn't really help. The game is primarily a puzzle-based game. It is a puzzle-based game to drive you through their story.
Yes.
So you're looking for things that you can interact with, that you're interacting with in the dark.
Yep.
Basically in the dark.
Yep.
And you're looking for pieces that you can slip into things, and you're looking for buttons to press in the right order and things to move around. That's the game. That's Blind VR. Beyond that, because we don't want to do any spoilers of the story itself, let's review this.
I've never seen a game quite like this one before. The way it's drawn is new. I've never seen it before. Playing in the dark where the sounds make up the sight in front of you is also pretty new to me, which I really liked, as well as I've always loved room escapes or house escapes, except when there's no instructions, which this game has plenty of.
Plenty of no instructions.
Yes, you walk into a room and it's a brand new room, you've unlocked it from the one before, and you start going around and you go, oh, you know what? I've missed something from the room before because I can't find anything in this room. And there's nothing in the old room, so I'll tell you that right off the bat. Don't go back into the old rooms that you've already been into. They're already empty.
We didn't actually play this to completion.
Yes.
So maybe later on they do. But I do get Louie's point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cons are plentiful in this game. Apart from poor instructions, there's also glitches. We started off the game and I went, no, this game is unplayable. It's just black. Just absolute black. And I was walking around for about 5 minutes. Turns out I was stuck in a door right at the beginning.
You can hear your footsteps.
Yep. I couldn't see a thing because I was actually inside the door. So he jumps in.
But the game's called Blind.
Yeah.
Right? So he thought maybe...
Yeah. I just kept walking, kept moving around, hoping I'd find something. And finally I gave up. He jumped in and it worked. Another problem I had was I was progressively getting taller, which in real life I wouldn't really mind that much. But in the game, there was things I couldn't reach on the floor when I dropped them. And one of the things was the key to the rooms, and I couldn't pick it up.
So then you're having to exit, reload, and try to get back into it again to get at it.
Which is a huge nuisance, especially when you're already not having the greatest time in your life. But I really wanted to. I really did. I'm going to score this a 1.25 out of 5. I really wanted to give it more, but I just had such a difficult time. I really can't, and I'm sorry about that. Rob, what do you think?
My turn. Okay, so I'm going to go with pros. The game has a very neat aesthetic, right? It has a very neat aesthetic. I like that echolocation thing. I thought the fact that it could create like a spooky atmosphere because you don't know what's there, and sometimes when you're tapping and somebody's there, it's like, right?
Yeah.
They're not really jump scares so much as a little bit jump scares.
Yeah.
The story is fine. The way they tell it is well done. I think where my fundamental issue with this game is, if this game were bright, it would be boring.
Yes.
And just by adding echolocation is not enough to make this an interesting game, to me. Yeah. Now, opinions will vary greatly. In fact, I looked online to see if I was alone in this, and I may be. There's lots of positive reviews on this, so take this with a grain of salt. But we always review honestly. And honestly, I feel bad, developer. I feel bad that I'm not enjoying the game. I get what you were going for. It wasn't enough. The puzzles would, like I said, they wouldn't have been interesting and bright. And one of the worst things you can do in VR is make everything black, because that's where you see your artifacting on the screen.
Yep.
Now, the Vive, the Rift, both of us have different levels of darkness, right? But neither of them shine in pure black. And LCD, when you're running Windows Mixed Reality, does even poorer. Now, they almost never put you in sheer black. There's always kind of something kicking around to give you some light.
Yep.
And once you have your walking stick, you don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
But if you're a diehard puzzle person at, what was the price of this again? It's
$25.
Wait for it to go on sale. If you love puzzles, wait for it to go on sale. It is interesting. It's something you won't have experienced before.
Yep.
I'm not going to play this more. I'm done. That was enough for me.
Yep.
And I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. It's not broken, aside from some of the glitches.
Yep.
It's just, it wasn't interesting enough. And I just kept coming back to the fact that if this was bright, it wouldn't be fun. So the entire game's premise of fun is based on me not being able to see what's around is not enough.
Yes.
That's my score. That's Louis' score.
Yep.
We're done. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of our reviews. Like, comment. We always check down below. And down below, I'm talking about the
like bar and the bell
and the stuff down
and the
there.
share.
That's enough. We're out of here. We'll talk to you later. See ya.
Okay, bye.